Oh, Taggart, don't you think you're being a trifle too harsh on the boy?
In my professional opinion, Eddie Munster should be expelled.
I think you're going too far, Taggart. After all, this is a grammar school. You're not a prison guard anymore.
If you'd use a few more of my methods, you'd have less trouble with some of your inmates. I mean, pupils.
Look, Taggart, I don't care if your brother-in-law is a member of the Board of Education. I'm running this school, not you. Now, there could be a perfectly good reason why the Munsters haven't answered my letters.
That's exactly what Dillinger's principal said.
All right. What do you suggest we should do about it?
You leave it to me. I'm going out to their house and throw a good scare into those Munsters.
Eddie, why didn't you show us these notes from your teacher?
I guess I didn't want you to know that I was failing science, sir.
I can't understand it. Don't you want to follow in your father's tracks?
Young man, I think we're just going to have to suspend some of your privileges. No more standing in the closet. No more sleeping in Spot's cage. And from now on, every night, you're going to have to go to bed while it's still dark.
Isn't that a little severe, Herman? Well, you're positively inhuman.
Now, please. Young man, I'm laying down the law. You're supposed to have a project ready for the science fair. Where is it?
Well, you see, it's...
No excuses. I want you to start right away on that project, and I mean right now.
What is so funny?
It's this joke book. Listen to this one, Lily. It'll kill you.
Well, it's a little late for that, but go ahead.
I just invented something to keep the inside of my car quiet. It fits right over her mouth. And if you think that one's funny, listen to this. Two men are walking down
Why do you like to read that silly joke book?
It's not silly. Besides, it's very important nowadays to have a sense of humor. Now, I even noticed it down at the parlor. During lunch, the guys are always sitting around laughing and joking. As soon as I walk over, they stop.
Speaking of work, you'd better get going. You'll be late again.
I guess you're right. They're starting to call me the late Herman Munster. Besides, I've got to take 2 hours off today to go down and visit Eddie's principal. By the way, where is Eddie anyway?
He's still down in the laboratory working on his science project.
Okay, Eddie, get the head and we'll put it on. You know, Eddie, this is turning out to be the finest robot we've ever made.
Boy, I sure hope it brings my marks up when I enter in the science fair at school.
I'm certain it will. We worked hard enough on it.
Grandpa helped me.
No, I didn't. I merely supervised. You know, Marilyn, this boy has a naturally mechanical mind.
I've been trying to get away from the shop all morning, but it looks as though I won't be able to make it. We're just too busy. People are dying to get in here. I think it's because of our new layaway plan.
Want me to cancel the appointment, Uncle Herman?
No. The school would think we're not reliable. Ask your Aunt Lily to go.
Aunt Lily's not here. She's gone to the dentist to have her teeth filed. How about Grandpa going instead?
Now, you know Grandpa never goes out in the daytime.
How would it be if I went?
Oh, would you, dear? Oh, that would be very nice of you. I'm sorry, Marilyn. I have to go now. They're starting.
That's all right, Uncle Herman. We all have to go sometime.
Bye.
Oh, you run along to class, Eddie. I'm going in to talk to your principal.
Okay, but I don't think it'll do any good.
Well, it doesn't hurt to try.
See you later. And don't be afraid. He's kind of scary.
Come in, please.
Good afternoon.
Are you Eddie Munster's father?
No, I'm his grandfather. At your service.
Oh, I'm Taggart. Juvenile investigator for the Board of Education. Came in to check up on Eddie Munster. Environment-wise, that is.
Well, you see, Eddie's parents are not here, but I would be glad to show you around.
All my life, I never saw a house in this condition.
Thank you. Yes, it is hard to believe that my daughter does this all by herself. Just follow me, Mr. Taggart. This is our living room. Cozy, isn't it?
You call this cozy?
Chow time.
Excuse me, but I have to go and feed the clock. More?
Nevermore.
Don't worry, cutie pie. I haven't forgotten you. Excuse me. Come and get it. There's an amazing appetite for a goldfish.
Eddie was just too ashamed to show us your letters.
I was beginning to think no one in your family cared.
Oh, no, we were all especially disappointed to hear he was failing science.
Especially?
You see, my whole family is very interested in science. My grandfather even has a laboratory in the basement.
Then I can't understand why his science work in school should be so poor.
Well, I guess Eddie was just spending too much time working on his project for the science fair. It's a robot.
A robot?
Huh? Well, what do you think? This is my laboratory, where I work on some of my experiments.
What are these restraining straps for?
Well, some of my experiments don't like it. Wait till you see this.
What is that?
That's Eddie's robot. He made it all by himself.
Nothing but a pile of tin cans. Succotash, baked beans, Harvard beets.
It's amazing what you can do with leftovers. You want to see how it works?
But never mind. I don't care whether it works or not. Any boy who comes from an environment like this has no place in our school system.
After meeting me and visiting Eddie's home, you're throwing him out of school?
That is my recommendation.